So I'm going to consider myself a first-time player of Splatoon Raiders on Nintendo Switch 2 for the franchise. Yes, I haven't had my Switch or having a Nintendo Switch since day one, since the first gen, and I've seen Splatoon out, and I just never picked it up. I've been sleeping on it. Yes, I definitely have been sleeping on Splatoon. But let me tell you, now I got my Switch 2 and starting to play Splatoon Raiders, I definitely highly recommend it. Now let's just kind of get into it. Before we do, also too, thank you for watching, hitting that sub, and following for more content. And again, thank you for just hanging out with me here for a little bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it as a first-time player of Splatoon overall. Now, first off, I have to say the game itself, one thing I do notice that it is just easy to follow. First, it's just that the mechanics of the game itself is just simple. It's easy to pick up. Now, sure, I've been playing games that have the same kind of similarities where, you have a character that you got to pick from or a certain class and builds and build up your weapons to progress into the single player. And that's kind of where I'm at. I love single player games. And the multiplayer for Splatoon, I haven't got a chance to get into it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I have to say, one thing I noticed about the game itself here is just that it is very simple. So for anybody who's looking to pick it up, whether you're an avid gamer, first time gamer kind of thing, or maybe picking up for your kids, this is definitely a good game to be picking up for them because it's just simple to pick up. It's fun. The characters are cool. They got, always have something different that you can add to it in terms of like your weapons, your gadgets, your builds overall to progress. And it's just, that's what's fun about it too. It's just, and even to the combat system is just really easy to do. You got specials that you can use, your power-ups and stuff like that. It is very colorful, obviously because of the ink, but it is just super cool. You get to customize your character, your outfits, your hideout, so your ship and your little harbor area, which is very cool, very nautical. I like that. And again, as a first-time player of this game, that's probably one of the biggest things to me is that it's just a simple style game. Now, so Nintendo definitely knows what they're doing, and ever since the Splatoon Raiders here has launched, and just looking up today's content for it, or just the overall success of the game has been absolutely amazing. I love seeing that. So we know that Nintendo can put out games, or games like this should be more out there for it. So yes, it is definitely it. I think the Splatoon might be the next thing for Nintendo's biggest franchise, or at least one of up the top 5 or so. So outside of Zelda or Mario games or Yoshi, it is definitely hands down a fun overall single player shoot 'em loot 'em kind of style game. It is definitely worth every penny. Now you can get it digital for I think $50 or $60 for physical copy. So let me know what you think, physical or digital. I like physical. Love the media. But overall, again, as a first-time player to this game, it is just simple fun. I love going through going through the campaign of it, if you want to consider it a campaign, or just going through the raids and dungeons, and it's just very, very fun because you do have some replayability to it, and that's one thing I do like about this particular game because one, the cost, right? The cost isn't like $80. And it's not like super cheap, but it's just a good starting point for a fantastic replayability style kind of game. You always get new loot, and it's just fun to kind of repeat different dungeons or raids. And as you progress, you can, go back to different raids or different dungeons, and they are a little bit more tougher, which is nice because you get a chance to have that particular style of challenges. And you can obviously change it anytime setting. So depending on your player needs or the type of player you are, if it's too challenging, you can always change it, which is very nice. It's not just kind of like one set. So it's not super easy, but it's also not like super crazy hard. It's just a good starting point, a good happy medium to overall gameplay of this. So it's definitely worth every penny. So add it to your wish list, game list, or whatever the case may be. Definitely worth it. If you are playing it and you're at this video, let me know what you think of it. And if you've been playing Splatoon ever since the initial release of the first Splatoon coming out. But again, overall, as a first-time player of this game, the characters are cool. You don't seem like you're playing the same style character, even though you're choosing different classes. You can choose different weapons or different types of builds. You do get to a point where you can, get rid of weapons that you no longer use, or it's a lower level where you can get your, just scrap, if you will. So you can scrap different items and create different things, so you can mod them, which is very fun. It gives a nice uniqueness to it too. But again, overall, the mechanics, the overall style of gameplay, it's just been absolutely freaking amazing. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend it. It is definitely worth the penny to get to this game. But again, let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching this video. So overall, in my personal opinion, if the scores even matter, I have to give this game, as a first time player, a good solid 8.5 out of 10, even if that even makes a difference, but it is worth it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hit that plus sign or sub button there. You know what to do. Thank you again. Until next video, I'll see each and every one of you around.